ESL Program Plans, EPP, in S4S. Now, in order to access my students, I'll have to look them up under ELL. Once I click there, there's a drop-down that says ELL Students. I'll go ahead and click that now. Now I can choose my school from the drop-down menu. So I'll choose my school, and I can sort by grade, registration status, etc., program. Usually what I do is I just click the Find button without choosing any of those so I can see all of my ELLs at that particular school. Up pops my student here, John Doe. As you can see, he had an ELL request made. That's the first thing we had to do. We did a background history. That was the second thing I had to do. I did his step assessments. And now underneath ESL or ELD program plans, I can start Term 1. So I'll go ahead and click that now. Here we are. ESL Program Plan for him. Now it automatically defaulted to ESL Program Plan because his last assessment had indicated that he was an ESL student, that was his program. So I don't need to select ESL or ELD. It's auto-selected for me based on the information I've already put into the system. As you can see, there's all sorts of information that's pre-filled on the very top here. And then I just need to go through and start filling out. At the very top here where it says Primary Literacy, I can choose from the drop-down menu here. So non-literate, non-literate to semi-literate, semi-literate to literate, or literate, which means age-appropriate print literacy skills. And that's information you already would have had from the initial assessment. The classroom teacher is auto-filled for me. The able teacher, if the student was in able, they'd be clicking there for a pop-up, and you could click for the list and then copy to document. This student is an ESL student, so I'm going to click ESL teacher. They wouldn't be an able right now if they've already moved on to ESL. Staff list for student, I would click for the list. There would be a drop-down there of all of my the staff that are associated with that teacher. I could type in the staff member there as well if it doesn't appear. So I could type in Kimiko Shibata if I wish and copy to document. There it is. If the student had an EQAO exemption, I would click there. The student does not. Under here it says this information has been shared with the student, parents, or guardians. That's important. They need to know. So I would click off once that has happened. If I've sent them home a letter, if I've done an interpreter call home to relay that information, I go ahead and I choose the date that happened. If we scroll down, we can now see the program plan, and the very top part says reporting goal and shared support. This is the place where we want to identify a key general goal for the whole reporting period for all of Term 1 or all of Term 2. And then underneath that, we're going to add in some shared support information. This is where we identify those responsible for supporting the plan and what that support will actually look like for this student and their teacher. In terms of modifications for curriculum, remember, these are what students are being assessed on, and modifications should always align with the student's ESL step level. Expectations can be clustered together by unit if needed. So in here, it's just a plain box. You can type away the English modified expectations there, social studies, history and geography, science, math, and other subjects as well. You'll notice in this middle column here, it says Step English Language Proficiency. You're to identify 1 to 2 ESL step indicators to focus on based on the modification. And there's a little cross button there you can click on, and it'll show you ESL step profiles, 3, so this is a step 3 student. And under here, you can also click on step indicators, and you can actually click those right off here and then copy to document, and it puts them right in there. Underneath this side where it says planning and programming strategies, this is really where we're thinking about how students are actually being instructed and assessed. So those instructional strategies, assessment strategies, learning resources, and accommodations. Now, please note, this is only for our modified students. For our students who are not modified, who are accommodated only, they're going to have their accommodations in the separate document under their student profile. This is only for students on a modified ESL program. And then here I'm clicking, and from the student profile, I can click down a few of the things that are working, some accommodations. Again, only the ones that we absolutely are going to commit to doing for this student. And these are the ones as well that we want to make sure are absolutely essential for this student to have in order to access curriculum. And if I make a mistake, I can go clear and that takes them all off, or I can go back, I can click a bunch, and then I just do copy to document. There we go. And it will be the same here. For every single subject, I'll click right there, select the ones that are applicable to that particular subject area, and copy to document. Same for strategies. What are the things that are absolutely required for that topic area, and put them on the right-hand side. For some students, this will be very similar. Some of the strategies will be very similar and be repeated. And for some, they might be a little bit different. So please make sure you're doing it aligning with what your particular student needs. Once you're done, you can click the Save button and it will save it. It looks just like that when it's saved. And you can also print it once it has been saved. I'm going to click on the print button now so you'll see what it looks like. Here it is, fancy dancy ESL Program Plan document. It has some great front matter there. You can scroll all the way through and see all the different parts of it. And you can go back and add to it as needed.